Come up here, J-Dub. Let me tell you the one.
J-Dub, get your butt up here.
Get your butt up here, J-Dub.
Yeah, that would be great. We can both do a cognition test.
Get your...
We can do an IQ test also. So she has an opinion about me that I disagree with.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm always arguing with people.
I forgot about that.
I'm constantly arguing with people. Her and Rudy were discussing. I'm constantly arguing, so I have advanced senility. People believe this bullshit? People believe this 90-year-old bullshit.
What J-Dub talking about?
Come on, let's test. Let's test our knowledge. Let's test our mutual cognition.
What is this? What's wrong with J-Dub?
You could ask me some questions. That's all. No, she was saying that I'm suffering from advanced senility, cognitive decline, and Alzheimer's possibly because...
What the fuck?
Yeah, because I'm always arguing with people. Always. Get this? I'm always arguing with people, constantly. And because of my opinion about Border Patrol number 2's voice. I am suffering advanced senility because of that.
Oh, you never talk. I don't understand.
I'm arguing with everyone all the time, according to Rudy Chavez and J-Dub.
J-Dub just suffers from...
Without a medical license, right? Without a license to practice psychiatry, I assume, without any intake, without ever examining me, they have assessed me, diagnosed me with advanced senility.
I suffer from that too.
She forgets. I think she's suffering.
Said, wait a minute, I suffer from that.
If she can't remember from 7 days ago what she said, she's obviously suffering from advanced senility. That can happen at 48.
Wendy, in real life, you suffer from having a fat ass and being lazy. Get real.
That's come out of your mouth because of my opinion of Border Patrol 2's voice.
I take me time, and instead of thinking about all the fucked up shit that's going on in my life, I'd rather sweep it off and not even think about that shit. That's why.
Well, I did hear. I heard Rudy say it. I heard Rudy say you're starting to suffer from early forms of dementia.
Yeah. This is somebody who
I did hear him say that.
This is somebody who is semi-literate at best. Who can't
and right here.
I saw him trying to read chat one night at Banana's panel, mixing up words like conscientious for conscience. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm willing to bet that he never even went to college or doesn't even have a high school diploma. And he's assessing people's cognitive abilities. You believe this bullshit? Fucking moron.
Hey, so I will bring that to light tomorrow.
He's a fucking moron. He's a medical professional. And J-Dub's agreeing with him. Why? Because of my opinion about Border Patrol 2's voice. I must be suffering from senility. The two of them, the two doctors, discussing this on panel. And I'm listening to this fucking bullshit, saying to myself, oh my God, how stupid these two are. How fucking stupid. No, he actually did mean that, Sheldon, because you were the one who really said that. I don't know much about Saul. I don't know much about Saul, so I can't say if he's suffering from cognitive decline. You did mention that, as the two of them, as Jekyll and fucking Jekyll, were going at it with absolutely no knowledge whatsoever. Like most people do, talking out of their fucking assholes on YouTube. How stupid.
It's also that personally.
No, I'm not taking it personally. I mean,
no, I get it.
People without any intake say something like that. No intake, no examination. Oh, you're suffering from a cognitive decline, senility. I'll take any standard IQ test with you, J-Dub, or Rudy. Let's see who comes out on top.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I remember everything, all the way back to the crib and before. Everything. I remember every piece of music I ever wrote, every note in it. Cognitive decline, fucking my ass. Speak to yourself. You don't remember what you said 7 days ago. You're the one suffering from senility.
J-Dub, come up here, girl. J-Dub.
Yeah, listen to it, Rudy, on Banana's channel. Rudy versus Saul. How could it be Rudy versus Saul if I wasn't there? Isn't that just Rudy against Saul? I didn't have a say. How can it possibly be versus anybody? Is that fair? Too fucking much. I gotta ask Rudy since he's here. Rudy, do you have a background in clinical work, for psychology and psychiatry? I'm just curious.
No, I just
or
took
medical
a
degree.
Psychology. This is a psychology class I took.
Are you a
college.
speech therapist, or a? Are you a doctor?
Nope.
How did you diagnose me with Alzheimer's or with cognitive decline?
Alzheimer's.
No, it wasn't Alzheimer's. It was dementia. It was just
Dementia. How did you?
No, what it is, it's family. I've had family.
So you diagnosed me with
you know
that.
you know what I said? This is what I said. This is what people didn't realize. I could be wrong. I didn't say I didn't say I'm certain. I just say could be. I could be wrong.
In what
That's
way?
what
What about my
makes me
speech
out
pattern that would make you possibly think that? What is it about my speech or my cognition?
Some people, they just for some people with their behavioral, like even my family, we're pretty hotheads, broadheads, run my
What
family,
would make you think that I'm a hothead? Because I remember you saying that I lose my temper all the time. No,
takes a hothead to know one, though.
You had said that I lose my temper all the time.
お前組立ち上げるって話やないかい。そうや、そこの店やったな。お前の馴染みがいるっちゅうのはえらいええ女らしいの。みんな言うとるで、一度あんな女こましてみたいってね。それよりこのアホどないしようか。
すみません、まさか桐生さんと。
いや、いいんだ。甘いな、キルちゃん。甘々や。けじめはしっかりつけんと。まだまだ行くで。はあ？何や？その辺で。お前のためにやっとんのやろが。もう十分ですから。
No.
Right?
But
So,
I don't want to. I don't want to get into that. I really don't, because don't want to add more.
So you're not a medical professional, and you never studied medicine. I'm just curious because you have to establish a baseline. I have studied medicine. That was going to be my profession before I decided to go the route of music.
That's why I'm careful not to avoid the fallacies. I say could be.
Do you realize the type of baselines you have to establish to try and make the case for cognitive decline? That you have to have a baseline, you have to have some kind of study or some type of intake over a period of time. Do you realize that?
Well, everybody's different, and I can't even.
No. This is a constant. This is in the medical profession. You just don't come in and say, "Oh, he's declining cognitively," without an examination, without intake, without diagnosis, without tests. And you were able to do that with me without any of that. You're amazing.
I didn't do anything. I just said could be. I didn't say could be doesn't mean it would be a fallacy if I said it.
Could it be that you're suffering from cognitive decline to actually think that you can diagnose that without any medical background whatsoever?
Well,
Could that be delusional? Could that be delusional in some ways?
Like I said, I didn't say it is. I said could.
So you could be delusional.
Take me out of the fallacy part.
You could be delusional, in other words. Do you know anything about memory tests to determine cognitive decline? Do you know anything about that whatsoever, about testing memory?
I do have a short-term memory problem.
Then you might be declining. You might be in decline.
I've had that for a long time. I've had it since I was a kid.
You might have been declining since then.
Well,
it's possible.
Like I said, maybe so. See how I do.
What you should do is you should look up all the things that you need to do to establish cognitive decline before you diagnose someone.
I didn't diagnose.
Of course, you don't want to. Yes, you did.
Diagnose would say, "Oh, I know it completely." I didn't say I know it completely.
That's what you said.
Could be gets me out of the fallacy.
You don't remember because you have short-term memory. See, I remember everything all the way back to the cradle. I remember everything. I remember exactly what you said. I could hear the words in my head. You said, "I am suffering from cognitive decline."
Well, like I said, and I never said Alzheimer's. I said dementia. But dementia and Alzheimer's are different.
Yes, they are. Do you know the difference? Can you explain that? Being a doctor, can you explain the differences?
Hey, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not, like I said.
You must be. You were able to diagnose me with dementia.
I only said could be because I had a grandfather. My grandfather had Alzheimer's. But
What would make you think I'm your grandfather's age?
I didn't say you are, though. Did I? No, I didn't. I
You
said
said something about my being your
I
grandfather's
said I
age.
could be wrong. I did say I could be wrong. And if that says that gets me out of the fallacy.
See, this is tough because you don't remember. You don't remember.
See, it's
You
not
have short-term
no,
memory
I do
loss.
know. I had little short-term memory. Long-term, I'm pretty good.
Well, if you don't know what you said a week and a half ago, you have a lot of short-term memory loss.
Hey, little things, the littler things. That thing isn't too little.
Mm-hmm.
But like
you were talking about my being your grandfather's age. I'm just going to ask you, what age am I?
No, my grandfather's age. My grandfather was much older. He might have had it in his 60s, but it showed a lot more in his 70s before he passed. He didn't pass.
So you think that I'm in my 70s? You think that I'm in my 70s? You've diagnosed me.
I didn't say that. I
didn't
say that. I didn't say that. I said my grandfather was in his 70s when he really showed.
What you should do is, before you're going to make medical diagnoses, you should know what the fuck you're talking about. It's just a word of advice. Otherwise, you sound like a goddamn asshole when you do that.
What up, Prairie?
Just a word of advice. I'm listening to you. I'm saying to myself, listen to this stupid bastard, what he's saying. He's a doctor.
Hey, Prairie. Hi, Prairie. Prairie.
That's it. I'm done with you.
We can't hear you.
Not a doctor. That's the answer I wanted. Not a clinical psychologist, not a speech therapist, none of that stuff. Just off the cuff, just talking, pulling that stuff out of your ass like you have with other things too, like steroids and steroid expert and all these other things that you think you're an expert about until you actually run into the real deal. Then you don't know as much.
十分ですから。ほう。ま、ええわ。お前もこう思ったらこれくらい厳しくしつけせなあかんで。言うで。はい。はい。覚えておきます。でも。ああ？でもなんや。俺は俺のやり方でやらせてもらいます。どんなやり方でやるっちゅんや。俺はちゃんと筋が通ったやり方を貫きます。なんや、踊れは俺に喧嘩売っとんのか。やろいっちやったるか。いいえ、兄さんとここで喧嘩をする理由はありません。筋が通らねえ。よっしゃ、これで俺と喧嘩する理由はできたな。俺が兄さんをムカつかせたんなら謝ります。なんやと？根性あんねやったら殴り返してくんけ。これで気は済みましたか？その強がりどこまで続くかの。アホくさ。筋通すなんぞ言うて無理しとるだけやないか。痩せ我慢っちゅうやつや。世の中筋の通らんことばっかりや。そんな意地張っとったら体が持たんで。どう取ってもらっても構いません。ですが俺は自分の考えを変えるつもりはありません。何があってもか？ええ。ふん。わかったわ。ほな、お前のその覚悟見届けさせてもらうで。四六時中ずーっとな。何？でももし筋が通っとったら俺との喧嘩買うてくれるか？その時になってみないと。よっしゃ。ほな、どないしてお前をマジにしたるか早速作戦会議せな。 行くでお前ら。へえ。ほなまたなキリュウちゃん。楽しみにしとってや。ワクワクするで。
It's all still going off on J-Dub.
No, it's not that. I'm not going off on J-Dub. I'm just telling her because she doesn't remember it. Now, she's the one diagnosing others with short-term memory and cognitive decline. She doesn't remember what she said 7 days ago. Just 7 days ago.
Man, I remember how she looked in that T-shirt a couple weeks ago, though. That shit's great.
Upright said he wants to hear Ladybug say "Hokey Doodle" with her Canadian accent.
What does it matter how somebody looks when they were backstabbed, when they were snaked?
Yeah, but it's all right because I mean, that shit was looking nice in that T-shirt.
Yes, Mr. B, that is the
the soft spot to stick the knife in. That's a snake.